Hey everybody, I would love to share with you some lessons that I've been learning in this digital music streaming era. And in this episode, I want to talk about the first of a couple of lessons that I'm learning. So, welcome back to another episode of Understanding Streaming. Okay, so we've been having a series of conversations related to streaming, and if you are only joining us now, please check out our previous episodes where we've covered quite a bit already by way of a brief history of recorded music, and also we've unpacked in previous episodes some key definitions for understanding streaming. I want to share some lessons that I'm learning at the moment, and I will continue to learn, and maybe as I learn more, I'll share more. One of the big lessons that I'm learning at the moment is this idea of seeing your recorded music as your audio business card. I have a physical business card here. See what I did? Shameless plug. But what if you could see your music, your recorded music, as something like this? Could this be a metaphor for your recorded music? Let's think about that a little bit. Your physical business card is what you use to get your brand out. Nobody sells their physical business card. You give your business card to people so that they can get to know you and your brand. And hopefully, as your relationship develops, it could ultimately lead to a working relationship and potentially some business. What if we had a change in paradigm, a mindset change? And what if we began to see our music much like we do this? So in the old days of recorded music, people would generate an income off their music sales. If you sold your CD, you sold your album, your music would then generate direct revenue. In the streaming era today, that is not possible. Streaming generates per stream only a fraction of a cent. And I've heard so many artists lament this fact. And they go, well, this is a complete ripoff. Nowadays, people are making money off us, and record companies and DSPs, and everybody's exploiting us, and we're not getting a cent back. We're putting in all of the hard work. We're spending a lot of money on creating this music, but the end result is virtually no return. I want to say that maybe we should change the way we think about this. What if we stopped complaining about the fact that we're not making money off streaming? And what if we rather saw our music as a business card? So instead of now generating money off music like you would have found in the past, or going touring to sell more CDs and make more money, what if you got your music out so that people were now introduced to your brand? And with streaming, you have the opportunity to get your music out far wider than ever before. Your music can be picked up anywhere in the world by people to whom you have not necessarily directly marketed your music. And the more people hear your music, the more people will be introduced to your brand. And what if you use that and you leverage streaming in that way to draw artists to you, to draw consumers to you, to draw a new audience to you, to draw a wider audience to you. And once they got to you, they get to your brand. Once they get to you, they get to your brand. Once they get to your brand, you need to start thinking, okay, well, what does my brand represent? And what do I want people to get from my brand? And how can I capitalize on so many people now being aware of my brand? And therein lies the opportunity for generating revenue. Maybe once they get to your brand and they get to love your brand, maybe you can sell them merchandise. Or maybe you could tour and sell tickets, and they could come to your events. And the idea is, see the stream as a means of getting people to know your brand and not as a means to generate an income. I think that small change in mindset could lead to a lot of opportunity in this digital music streaming era. I hope you found that lesson helpful. I certainly have found it helpful, and it's something that I enjoy sharing with other, particularly recording artists in this day and age. Please like this video. Please share this video. Please subscribe to our channel. Please comment. Please engage in this conversation. If you have any distribution needs, don't hesitate to contact us. My name is JK from Exilic Music. This has been another episode of Understanding Streaming.